Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in tonight to the No Lag Zone. All the fun's going to get started here in a moment, and as most of you know by watching my channel, yes, I'm pre-recording this neat stuff in the alternate filming room. I just wanted to say thank you so much for taking time out of your day to bring your love, your laughter, your energy into what hopefully will be a really, really good show. Don't worry, we're going to get everything started here in about... I wanted to be better with that, but I'm not, so you know this channel. Alrighty, guys, it's Tuesday. We are live, and man, it has been a heck of a day. We're going to get to the roll call in just a moment, and we're going to focus on this guy here in just a moment. But there is something I want to say to start tonight. Doesn't the sun seem brighter? Doesn't the air seem a little clearer? It's been a good day. Now, hopefully, we can all move past all the crap that's been going on, the fake accounts, the everything else, and we can get back to just being the people that we are. I think that would be an incredible thing. I really want to thank Dave, Bearded Motivation. I really want to thank Bluegrass Bearded, and above all people, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, and I'm stone cold sober. I really want to thank Bearded Beta for the effort you guys put in to unmask this person. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I was able to watch your thing on Instagram earlier, and it was phenomenal. But that's all I'm going to say about that account anymore. It's done. It's over. We're moving forward. Guys, we have a treat tonight. I've seen him in some live feeds. He really got put on my map last week when he came into my live feed and started talking about some stuff. I had to have him on. And how appropriate is it 1 week after I figure out about this guy and make fun of him on his YouTube channel? He's here. So, Dan, brother, I already gave you the first question. Hope you practiced your answer. Tell the world about yourself, man.
Well, yeah, Dan, small town guy from Minnesota, right on the border between Iowa. Lived here my whole life. Farm. That's my background. That's where I came from.
So a Minnesotan farm boy, huh? Okay, cool.
Yeah. Yep. I went to college. Went to a big city. Kind of. I guess I don't know how big 20,000 people is, but went to college, pissed that down my leg, chasing booze and tail,
We've all done that when we were younger.
Yeah.
I mean, go ahead, bro.
And once I kind of started getting out of that, moving around, getting kicked out of school, I met my wife. We dated for a couple of years, and then I decided to pull the trigger, and we got married, and then we moved to a small suburb to a much bigger city. And when we were there, I started to kind of realize that I'm not liking the big city. I don't like it here. I'm working a job 6 days a week, 12-hour days, busting my ass, and still barely being able to make it by. And yeah, I looked at her and I said, "We're not going to be able to stay here much longer. So let's start moving around. Let's start looking around." And
Yeah, go ahead. Sorry, you're a parent,
Yep. And I said, I want to move back closer to my family, and I want to live out in the country. And she said, "Yep, this was my choice to come here, and I will do yours." So we moved out into the country, just about 20 minutes from my family, and we live on a 6.5 acre farm. And nice. I work at a parts manufacturing place that makes John Deere parts and Harley parts and medical stuff. And
nice.
Pays the bills.
Nice. All right, Matt, we're going to go through the little roll call here. I see Gabe Caldwell, you're first, bro. Vato, mi amigo, how you doing? Long Island Beard Company. Hey, man, thanks for being in here tonight. Rob Brennan, Sheldon's dad. Steven, metal guy, my brother. And, oh, look, there's Jersey Jesus. Ron, I love you, my brother. You the man. We got Bill Rivers. C. Breezy, what's going on, man? Cousins. Yeah, right. What do we got? Dagan. Bearded Ninja. All right, I think I got everyone, so here we go. Who doesn't? Seriously, Dagan, who doesn't want to get one? Hey, Tyson, how you doing, man? All right. Now, let's get into a little bit of what got you started. Because I know you don't have that many videos. What made you decide to pick up that camera for the first time and be like, hey, it's a beard product, you know?
Well, I started out, I started growing my beard because, of my change in my spiritual ways. And because I never really was able to grow one, I was never, happy with it. It would get to a certain point and I'd be like, yeah, fuck this. Shave it off. And then when I started doing that, I was like, well, I'm just going to push it and just see how it'll go. Because I had grown out one other time and I looked like a homeless man. It was terrible.
I've been there.
And then I started hearing about people, using beard products. And at first I was like, what the fuck do you put in your beard?
Yeah.
And so I did some looking around and I just went, you know what? I'll try it. The research and what behind it, I'll try it. And I ordered a bunch of stuff.
Sorry, go ahead. I was about to say, ladies and gentlemen, the Jersey Jerk Off is in the house. Right there, Bearded Life.
But I tried it out and I was like, oh, my face don't itch anymore. This actually feels kind of soft and not like a fucking wire brush.
So what was that first product that went into that beard?
The very first beard oil I had gotten was Zilbahar. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it.
Come here. Seriously? This is twice now. What?
Some chips.
Yes, go away.
Sorry for interrupting my dad's life.
You're fine. Go, baby, go. Everyone's used to you guys, so just go. We all knew out there, guys. You all knew it was going to happen at some point, but still. So Zubahar, as you were saying?
Zilbahar, I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm not 100%.
Okay.
What I did was I went on Google and said, best beard oil.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
And so I got it and I tried it and it was unscented and stuff. So I was, oh, this feels nice. This doesn't feel like a wire brush anymore. And I had gotten a balm and that was, actually have it down here. This was the first balm I had ever gotten.
Okay.
1DTQ. Well, I quickly figured out that I didn't really like balms all that much. But the oil I started, and then I had been on Instagram, mostly just to, look at titty models and, whatever.
Yes.
I didn't really care about Instagram. But then I started kind of following some beard stuff. And then I just kind of got sucked right into that whole world.
Right down the rabbit hole. I get it.
Yeah. And next thing you know, my wife's getting pissed at me for spending too much money on beard products. And well, I really want to try this and I really want to try that. This is awesome and this isn't. And I was watching some reviewers. Brandon from All Things Bearded was.
Oh, he's great. He is seriously good. I
had been watching him. He's like, God, he's really good at that. And I had watched, Dan C. Yep. Josh from Embrace the Beard Life. I'd watched those guys. It's like, how hard could this fucking be?
Sorry, this comment. Oh my God, cousins, that's awesome. Oh my God, that's great. All right, so you watched a couple people and you went, how hard could this be?
Yeah, pretty much. I started doing some research on how to do some editing and some of the software to use, and a lot of it just from my phone because the computer I have is ancient and it ain't going to handle it. I don't even know if I could turn it on.
Huh, sounds like somebody else I know out there, huh, Joe? Not mentioning any names, Joe. Still.
So I had an old Galaxy S7 when I started.
Yeah.
I was like, yep, this thing ain't going to cut it. I need a new phone for just needing a new phone. And then I figured, you know what? If I'm going to do this, I'm going to get a phone that'll work real well to do this.
Aaron, they're cool. Knock it off. They're in good condition. Don't make me come find you. That's all I'm saying. Yeah,
I got a tripod for the phone and a mic and a light. Like, I did a little research, kind of watched how some of those other guys did some things, and I just started kind of incorporating how to do it myself. And I figured out that I really love doing the editing and all that stuff. I enjoy doing that.
See, that's the part I hate. Filming that video, oh, I love it. I love getting in front of it, just, hey guys, this is what I'm going to review today. This is what I got. Hey, this is what's going on. But when I have to sit down and be like, fuck, get the phone to the laptop, pair everything up, start, all right, let's do this, let's do that. I'm like, I hate this. But, it's all part of the process.
Yeah, that's kind of, at first it was starting out, the software I was using, like, I have no fucking idea how to use this. And I watched some tutorials, and
Aaron's going, hey, welcome to the community, but look, don't trust that guy, all right? He's a Yankee fan, so yeah, no, can't trust them. No. And yes, in case anybody's wondering, I have no beef with Aaron. We just love giving each other shit, all right? And for everybody watching this video, if you're not subscribed to this guy, please go throw him a subscribe, okay? He's got a much different style than a bunch of us do, and I can see where he's getting a little bit more comfortable behind the camera, because, like, we were joking in the green room. You have what, like 7 videos, I think, total?
6, I think.
Okay.
Pretty sure I have 6.
One of them's kind of an intro, and one of them's an unboxing of a pretty cool sword that he had made.
Yeah.
So it's interesting when you watch him, and he's like, all right, and he starts talking, and you can see his face where he wants to go another way, but he catches himself, And it's just interesting.
Yeah, that's me. That's me trying in the moment to remember what the fuck I was going to talk about. And basically, I sit and think, and I try to stay in the same position, because I know I'm going to end up having to edit out that whole dead space there.
What, you mean like your prison rec room scene back there, And yes, guys, I did mess with him on one of his first videos. I literally went, please tell me this is not from a maximum security room.
Yeah, I have a pretty old school basement. So,
Vato, if I was more technically savvy like Ken, I could probably type all that in, but I'm a moron. Just go look for Beer to the North. You'll find him. You'll find him, no problem. See, I wish I was as good as Ken. Seriously, I really do. But still. Well, I like the fact that, okay, when a lot of people first start, they try to make everything like, I am the ultimate, I am this, I am the greatest, you need to sub to me. If you're not subbing to me, you're wrong. You're like, look, here's the video. Here's what I think. You like it? You like it. You don't? I don't care. And that's what told me. You put that line in there, bro. You're like, I ain't in this for subs. I ain't in this but get people to like me. I'm like, oh, that was interesting,
Yeah, that was kind of the first thing when I decided to do this. Is I'm just going to do this for fun. Actually, Steven from That Metal Guy, I had subscribed to him, and he had said, if I was ever going to do a YouTube, and I said, I don't have any videos or nothing, and I said I was thinking about doing it, and he said, if you do it for fun.
Yeah.
Don't do it for anything else. And I was kind of like, well, that's the way I'm going to do it. I'm not going into this like, okay, this needs to do well because I want to quit my job and all that.
I get it.
I'm just going to do this for fun. I don't need to have subs. I don't need a bunch of attention. If it happens, it happens. That'd be great. I appreciate it. But if it doesn't happen, oh well,
Well, and you're hearing this a lot recently, okay? This is supposed to be fun. This is kind of like a hobby. This is like a passion. I love doing these reviews because when I first started doing my channel, I saw a lot of big name channels that were getting all these spendy knives, all this everything. And I'm thinking to myself, well, that's great. I've got 3 kids. I've got bills I got to pay. I can't keep dropping $500 on a blade for a review. Right. So I went the other way and did affordable everyday carry stuff, which I kept my budget under $100, I always said I would rather bring 5 reviews to my channel instead of 1. So it's a hobby. It's supposed to be fun. You're supposed to enjoy this, Yep. But when it becomes work and it becomes a struggle and you just start and you're like, do I really want to upload today? Because how many thumbs down am I going to get because I said something dumb? Or this, account is doing whatever. That's when you're hearing this a lot where it's become work. And when it becomes work, I don't want to do it.
I don't want to do it anymore.
Yep.
No, I don't ever want to consider it to be work. I joke with it.
Okay,
There's a
so
question for you.
so
God, what?
can you put my ice cream? Because I know it's
Go to Central Park.
Just give me a little bit and deal with it. Go play on your tablet.
I like ouds and colognes, like the more manly, musky scents, or like woodsy pine forest type smells, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Like in my last review from Mike at Currum, that Forbidden Forest is awesome.
I have yet to try him. I really need to.
It's worth it, and like, it's all natural stuff. He doesn't do any fragrance oils or anything, so he does a really good job. I think, and that's why he's only got a limited amount of scents, is because he wanted to perfect what he was doing.
Yeah, but isn't he really brand new? Like within the last, I'll say 6 months.
No, he's been around for a little while.
Okay, well, we're living in a good time. Okay, when I got into the beard community, I'm going to start using that word again. All right, the community.
Yep.
Vanilla tobacco was shit hot, and it was simple.
It is a good smell.
We're very, very shit hot, and now we're so spoiled by all these amazing companies out there that are upping their game on a weekly, daily, monthly basis, trying to come out with something that's just, I want your money, I want your time, I want your attention. I want to be that one that you say, that's my go-to product,
Yep. And yeah, you're going to come across a lot of duplicate sort of scents from different companies where it's like, oh, that one smells a lot like this place, or, stuff like that, which I have had that happen. Yeah. But I'm going to wear one or the other either way. If I like the scent, it doesn't matter who it came from.
I agree 100%. And I'll get to you in a moment, Sabrizi.
I can only imagine.
We're going to put that up. Question for Dan for 100 points. Do you have more than one black bandana, or is it the same one every day? Asking for a friend, of course.
I love this black bandana. Okay. And yes, it gets washed. So I have choice words for Cody. So
nice. And yeah, I agree with Aaron. I think one of the very first beard scents I bought was like a sandalwood. And then it became like, of course, the Cremo, sandalwood bourbon, the pine, that kind of stuff. And yeah, I agree with that 100%. It's also fun comparing them and seeing who did what, but there's only so many cherry tobaccos you can do. Now, granted, I have to say this. For the record, Gary at Chesapeake for the dark side, what he did with that tobacco and cherry blend was amazing, and I've never smelt anything like it before. Never.
And I missed out on that. I'm disappointed. I saw so much good stuff on that, but I missed out on that.
Those scent of the months, they go quick, but unfortunately Gary's done with it. So he's got some amazing stuff, but that's what I'm saying. There's so many great companies. That's why I love checking out different reviewers, because I've got black. Now I know how black feels in my beard and what it does with me, but it was fun watching you do a review on it and catching your take on the exact same product.
Yeah, that was actually once I started to really get into it, Detroit was one of the first, and black was one of the first oils and butters I had ever tried.
Yeah.
Once I started getting into the whole, universe, so to say. And yeah, no matter how much I've gotten, I end up going back to that.
Nope. We all have our go-to.
I cannot get over that one.
Yeah,
so
we all have our go-to. I love it. I make sure to clean it for him. So I'm betting that's your better half.
That's my wife.
Because, like, for me, I have 3 companies that I collect everything they do. And that's, I've made no secret of it, Chesapeake, Ready Man, and Johnny Slicks. Now, it's also funny, like with Johnny Slicks, his original Slicks scent, I love it in beard. I love it in his pomade. His body wash and shampoo with it,
Yeah.
better in beard, just not,
Yeah, it could be the same product scent, but in the different products, it comes out different. I mean, everyone knows that the oil smells different from the butter or the balm, and so on and so forth. And it might not work for you, say in the shampoo or the beard wash or something, as it does with the oil or the balm.
Yeah, and it was just weird because it's something you love, it's something you're using. It's like, yes, this is great. And then, like, when I got it in his beast wash, I'm like, ooh, no.
Nope, I don't like this one.
Yeah, I'm like, oh my God, I'm actually gonna have to review this soon and go, yeah, no.
Yeah, and
okay.
I'm not going to shy away from, if I've got a scent that, like I had said in my beginning thing, if I get a scent or something that I review and I don't like it, I won't hold that back. I'll try to be as professional as I can about it, but I'm not going to hold it back that, yeah, this is good stuff. Not really.
Yeah, well, you see, and I can appreciate that because very early in my men's grooming career, doing reviews, I was afraid to put out a bad review.
Right, you don't want to piss anybody off.
Yeah, and that was my huge thing, Oh my God. Thank goodness for you, otherwise Dan would be in the cave all the time. What, should come downstairs with a cattle prod and go upstairs, get up there.
It's one step short of that, basically.
See, and that's
it's nice and cool down here, so I can't help it.
And that's what I think is great when you have that better half that compliments you that way. Where you guys can feed off each other and have a lot of fun. Because that was something else I was going to touch on in a moment, but I'm going to finish this one thought, then we're going to touch on that.
Okay.
I think there's a fine line to be able to sit and go, this is crap. And then you can turn on and, like, it may work in your beard, may work for you, but I didn't have a good experience with it.
Right.
And that's that great fine line,
That's the difference between being professional about it and just being an asshole.
It killed me, like, when I had to review The Grower by Fable. I was actually pissed off because everybody's talking about all these great experiences they're having with CBD in their beard products. And I'm like, I paid how much for something that isn't working? And I was actually scared. Oh my God, I'm going to touch on that. I was actually scared to release that review because I'm like, oh God, here comes the Fable army and I'm about to get lit on fire. I love it. I just sent our 2-year-old daughter down there. He comes up in a hurry.
If it's supper time or something, she comes running down here. Daddy, eat. And she won't shut up. So it's all right. Let's go then.
Yeah, and like I was saying a moment ago, I think it's going to be good for you having your better half who's so supportive, because that sword unboxing, it was great watching her sit there. You're filming the live, she's reading the comments and enjoying busting your nuts. And I'm like, that's phenomenal, Yeah,
I asked her, I told her that I wanted to do it, and I had it down here. I was waiting because I had gotten it on Tuesday, and I wanted to do the live Friday. And I asked her if she wouldn't mind coming down and helping me with the comments so I don't have to be right up here to read the comments.
Yeah.
And she said, yeah, no problem. Sure.
She had a lot of joy. Shit. Yeah, she had a lot of joy busting your nuts.
When I went back and rewatched it and I saw the look on her face on some things, I was just like, eh.
And entertain the audience in the form of something they didn't. Yeah. And this is why I really wanted him on tonight, because I honestly think he's got what it takes. not saying I'm an expert judge, all right? There's been some people I've looked at and went, dude, he's kind of cool, and then turned out to be a massive you know what. But just watching his videos and hearing how certain people who I respect talk about him, I had to have him on, and hopefully we can get him off to a great start, you know?
My wife told me the same thing you said when she was watching the video. She says, you can tell when you're comfortable and when you're not, just by the look on your face.
Yeah.
When you're trying to do the video. Yeah, I'm working on it. Everybody I've talked to is working on it, or told me to work on it and get used to it. Cody told me, maybe do a live here and there on Instagram during the week.
He's even giving you credit right now, so.
He told me to do a live just to kind of maybe, just bullshit, promote the YouTube channel and stuff. And he said, you could even do it with somebody else just to bullshit with them and just get used to talking to the camera. And I said, well, guess who that person's going to be then?
See, and that's the hard part, is being able to present yourself as yourself. Because I remember my first couple reviews, they were all like, hi, I am Chris. I am the president of the company to be named later. I was doing it militaristic style and briefing bullet points and that crap. And then all of a sudden, I wanted to pull him up. Eric, my brother, how are you? A subscriber, a supporter basically said, look, go be you. Don't worry about that. Go be you. And it was funny how I didn't really understand what they were saying. So then I started to let go a little bit more in the videos. Like with my knife reviews, how the ratchet strap is now Mr. Ratchet Strap. Or how I joke about my screw-ups. And it's just, I'm letting go and let it fly. I'm like, I've been doing this for almost 6 years, and I think the most successful thing I've ever done is Mr. Ratchet Strap. He's mentioned so many times in my comments, it's not even funny. But it's like, you've got it. And when you get that point of being comfortable, it's all just going to fall into place for you. Now, before we switch topics, I do got to ask you this. When you're doing your videos, do you try to memorize everything, or do you have show notes where you can't see it?
I kind of have it play in my head how I want it to go, but then I have my notebook in front of me right here.
Yep.
With, like you said, bullet points, like topics to remember to talk about. Because that first Detroit video I did, I just tried to do it all off the top of my head.
Yeah, you could see where you lost your way a couple times, but nothing bad. Your first videos are supposed to be cringy. Not saying they were, but I'm using that phrase because if you go look at
it was cringy. It was cringy. You can admit that.
It showed potential. And Bill, I swear to God, I've got something planned for you in the next knife review I do. I seriously do. That product's arriving tomorrow. You wait. I'm calling you out in that video, Bubba. Just saying. Oh, hey, here's a good one. Aaron says, I got a tough question for you. What are you going to bring to the table to be yourself and different from others? Well, first of all, look at him. He's got that prison caveman look. All right, you're going to want to listen to him.
I'm still trying to figure that out in a way myself. That is a tough question. You don't want to copy people. You might want to borrow things here and there that seem like a good idea.
I did. I borrowed from 3. Beard Times with Scott, Mo the Bearded Shark, and Dan C. I borrowed from those 3.
So, I don't know. I guess it might come as I evolve doing videos. Normally, I'm a pretty vulgar person, and I swear a fucking lot. And, but the way I've been kind of proceeding with the videos is I maybe swear once in it because I'm in my head. I'm like, I kind of want to be semi-professional for this to an extent, but I feel now as I'm going further, do what you said in the beginning. Who gives a fuck? If somebody don't like it, they don't like it. And you don't, I said in the one video that it's my opinion. You don't like my opinion, fuck off. That's just a blunt and honest person is who I am.
And as long as you keep with that, I think you're going to find the success that I know you can have. You know, there's going to be some people, dude, no matter what you do, okay? I had someone actually send me a private message getting mad at me because I wear a patch to help combat veteran suicide. I had someone upset with me because at one point I was wearing a ring on this finger from 22kill.com, which is to help spark conversations about the 22 vets a day who take their life.
Yeah.
But I had to get all kinds of crap from them because it's like, oh, I was taught by my granddaddy, never trust a man who wears a ring on that finger. I'm like, whatever, dude, do a little bit of research, okay? I've had people get mad at me because I've done Gerber blades. I've had people get pissed at me because I reviewed a lot of Chesapeake. I've had people mad at me because I reviewed a lot of Johnny Slicks. As long as you are you and you're being truthful and you're not sitting there in one video going, oh, hell, here's a review I'm about to do. It's a clone blade. There is no way that's D2 steel with a titanium handle for $20. Excuse me, titanium scales. That ain't happening. And I'm tired of this. Well, it comes from China, so they got no 20. No, I know I'm going to catch heat on it. I don't care. You know.
No, that's kind of the way I view it too.
And I agree with Aaron. When you find your niche and you find how comfortable you are behind that camera, run with it. And when that horse dies, get another one and keep going. You know.
And I'm not going to be reviewing just.
Sweep, Aaron. Sweep. Shut the fuck up, Yankee fan.
I'm not going to review just beard products. Yeah, that's the majority of it. But, like I did with my live with my sword that I got. And some things like that, That
the only thing I question, and sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry. You were finishing.
No, I wasn't going anywhere with that.
Okay, the only thing I question on your sword is why did you put the teeth marks in it? Because aren't you afraid of a break point?
I am to an extent, but not, because I put all my trust in the way he forged that sword, that hand forged and hammer to steel forge. I trust in that, and it is a lot more for looks than I'm not going to go out and try to cut down a tree with it. It's just. I don't know. It had been a dream with me for a long time to have a sword, and I cared about the look of it. That's why I wanted what was etched on it to be etched on it.
He did a really, really good job.
And there's something about the serrations on it that I just found appealing, and I like it.
Aaron, if you haven't checked out his channel, his unboxing is on there. I don't want to spoil it. It's phenomenal. It really is. All right, man. Let's flip over to another topic here, okay? We've done a lot about content creation. Let's talk about how do you, because I know you said you're living on a farm, you're a family man. God, how can I put it? How do you deal with a lot of stresses that happen in your day-to-day life? Now, I know everyone's going to say, oh, here comes the cool answer. He's going to go, I just go fuck them and move on with my day. But, dude, you're a dad. I know that pressure when you just want to let go. And I am very surprised my youngest first word was not fuck. I am very surprised. But how do you deal with that? And how do you just cope? What's your secret?
Well, everybody has their stressors. And I mean, just to kind of paraphrase the way the last about 10 months have been for me, stress-wise, I lost my mother to a heart attack.
I'm sorry.
My father was diagnosed with stage 4 bone cancer 3 months later. Things weren't going well for work. Things between me and my wife were a little rocky because of what was going on with my family.
Yeah.
My brother and sister and whatnot, trying to help them. I mean, just, you had messaged me about being on the show. I consider that to be a good thing. I got a raise at work. And there's one other thing that happened, when it was a good thing. But whenever something good for me happens, I'm already kind of thinking what bad is coming next.
I've been there. Oh my God, I've been there.
And in the same day, we figured out the water pump on one of our cars is shot. My water heater in the basement is leaking, and I'm going to have to replace that. I've had a sick kid for the last 2 days.
Me too.
And I guess just with the way I deal with stress, a lot of it I kind of bottle up, but I talk with my wife about the stuff. Her and I don't hide stuff from her. Yeah, it might be like, I might not want to talk at this moment kind of thing, but we always talk about what's bothering us. I come down in the cave and I hang out. I watch TV. I listen to my music. Music is a big thing for me, and that kind of helps melt it away, I guess.
It's got that effect where, to me, it's like a double-edged sword, okay? It can either, depending on the mood you're in, just totally get you out of your zone and leave you at peace, or it's going to bring you back deeper into something you don't want to go to. You're going to hear that one song, you'll be like, why'd I listen to that? Ugh. But I get it, like, I've got certain concerts that I'll throw in on the laptop, put in headphones, and just close eyes and let go for a while, because it just takes you out.
I don't know I'm sure you listen to the music that I had put in the.
Yeah.
That's my normal stuff that I like listening to. But then I also like listening to like Old Norse folk music. And that really calms me down. I just kind of get lost in that. I really enjoy that. I go from one extreme to the other.
No, I get it. Like, yesterday on my iPad, I was listening to Korn, and then I can't remember her whole thing, but it's that old Viking song of My Mother Told Me.
Yeah.
And something Ginger Tail or Fire Tail, something like that. She's the only one playing every single instrument, and her voice was so haunting and everything. You're just like, oh my God. You're frozen in that moment with her, and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep.
I get it totally,
Yeah, that's kind of how I deal with my stress. Yeah, I've been told I have some anger issues now and then, but
we've all been there.
yeah, that almost got me fired from my job 3 months after I started there, actually.
That's no good.
Yeah, and now my boss has told me I'm one of the more valuable people she's got. So I stuck it out. She didn't fire me, and now she doesn't know what she'd do without me.
It's like an American success story. Gonna get fired for being a jerk. Now he's so valuable they can't get rid of him, All right, so I know that, God, if I got this right, you're part of the, I'm going to so screw this up, Bearded Americans Beard Club.
You did not screw it up. That is right.
Oh, thank God. I really didn't want to mess that up. Has that...
Just Cody and Christian. Fuck them.
Yeah, well. Has that helped center you an awful lot, having that group that you belong to?
Oh, yeah. In real life, I have a bunch of acquaintances, but I don't have any, like, guys that I consider real good friends. The ones that I do, they live really far away. I have maybe two. They live far away from me. They're busy with their own lives. We chat when we can, but as far as friends that I hang out with on a daily, I don't like people, really. So I just have some acquaintances that I chit-chat with now and then. But, yeah, at first, when I was on Instagram and, kind of getting into the thing, their recruiter at the time, Bones, had messaged me and said, that is an awesome beard, dude. Have you ever considered being in a beard club? And at first I was like, what the fuck is a beard club?
Yeah, I can see that.
And I had dealt with a ton of, fake bullshit profiles on Instagram. It's almost a daily thing. And so I said, sure, let's hear what you have to say. And then we went through the process. I started talking to Cody. And
Long Island.
And I guess I just kind of fell into it. I was like, you know what? I'll trust him. we'll see what this is all about. We'll go from there. Because I had seen stuff about beard clubs, but to me it was like, I'm not real interested in that.
I get that. Oh my God, we got royalty in the house. Chronic Mike, what up, bro? If you've never tried his products, dude, you really need to.
Have you seen the list of companies that I made that of my two try list? Yeah, I've got. It's just about budget. I've set myself a beard budget that I promised my wife I wouldn't go over. So
I get that. Oh my God, best piece of advice I can give you: stick to a budget for your channel and keep to it. It will keep your wife from trying to put a dagger in your back. All right. With the blades that I do, with the beard products that I do, with some of the survival gears that I do, it can get spendy.
Oh yeah, I believe it.
Yeah.
She went through our statements one day and she's like, okay, so what happened to you not buying beard stuff? She's like, you did this one and this one and this one, Dan, and this one. What happened? I'm like, yeah, I know.
Yeah, there's only so many times you can go, I want a combo, you know?
If you want it, why is there payment coming out of our bank?
See, look, he's on a strict budget, knife. And oh my God, see Breezy's being nice? Dude, you got an image. Come on, man. Come on. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah. Ever since I joined the club and kind of got going in it, Cody and I have become really good friends. We talk pretty much every day. It's a bromance, you could say. And we give each other shit all the time. I love messing with him.
Long Island, thank you. Very, very kind of you. Thank you. Well, you got to have those. Like, my friendship with Bearded Life basically started the same way it kind of has with you, where I picked on your prison rec room. I mean, and this is a great story with Joe. Whenever he got a little bit caught up in his videos, he'd always go, So I left him a comment in his video. I'm like, I'm going to play a drinking game on your next video. Every time you say, I'm going to take a shot. So what does Joe come out when his brother was with him at that point? Comes out on the video and he goes, we would like to address a comment in our very last video. We had this very disturbing thing happen. I'm like, oh, fuck, here we go. I'm going to get chewed out. And he's like, and this is how we're going to address that. I'm like, you motherfucker, that's a brother right there. Yeah.
Yeah, Cody and I get pretty heavy in the shit that we give each other.
You hear that? He almost said he loved me.
I almost did. Hey, I love him. It's true.
King Ginger, what's going on, bro? And you see, Bill, oh God, come on, there we go. My better half's in the books, and we're running out of space in this apartment. I keep telling her, if you want to buy more books, a kid has to go. So I'm barely holding on to purchase, bro. That's all I'm saying. And before anybody takes that and runs with it, I love my kids. They're not going anywhere as long as they're a tax deduction. They're safe.
Trust me, I have one daughter, and there are days where it's like, God, I barely remember what it's like without her, but I think it was fun.
Try to.
Yeah, I know. We had one of those nights tonight. With her being sick lately, she was through pitching a shitty attitude and whining and crying, and it's, yeah, we know you didn't sleep well last night. You haven't felt well. We get it, but your attitude and stuff needs to stop.
My middle child is at that point where no matter what you say, she has to argue it. No matter what. But I really want that candy. No, you can't have it right now. Well, why not? Because I'm getting ready to put dinner on the table. Well, if you give me that candy, I'll eat my dinner. And I'm like,
no, that's not how this works. Ours just starts bawling when we say no. So
See, my better half, we got her one of those Amazon Kindle whatever things. She's happy. She spends more on books than I do on knives. That's all I'm gonna say.
That's my wife's passion too, is books. She loves to read, and I never tell her she can or can't type thing.
Well, Bill,
It's
depending which way you want to play this, my better half has 6 kids, 3 boys and 3 girls. Only half of them live with me. So yeah.
I mean, I wanted to have a bigger family, but after having one, realizing how expensive they fucking are, and all that. I mean, the wife and I talked about it, like, 2, maybe 3 if it happens. Maybe we'll be good there, because I originally wanted 6. And now I think about it, and it's like, yeah.
Do you see all this gray? It was not there before my children. I know I'm old. I actually had color in this beard before my children.
Yeah, all this right here, there's so much red in it, and it will be, by the time I'm in my 40s, be just white. I know it.
So people can stop calling you a soulless ginger then, you know?
Hey,
And
I don't have red hair. I don't have red hair because I've got a lot of red in my beard, and that's it.
Nice.
But red hair goes gray quick.
All right, man. So let's switch one more. What do you like to do for fun when you're not at work, other than listening to music or hiding from your kid?
Oh, for fun.
He's like, fun? What's that? Huh?
Well, I'm not so much anymore, but I used to be like a 6-hour-a-day gamer.
Like video game or?
Yeah, video games.
What was your drug of choice?
Well, since we had moved here, I played a game called For Honor.
Okay.
And it's a fighting game with Vikings, knights, and samurai.
Yep.
It's a hell of a lot of fun. I still pick it up now and then. I play it with Mike from Currum.
Nice.
Fun. I don't know what fun is, really.
I was going to say, go out and find the latest Assassin's Creed Valhalla. You might enjoy that a little bit.
Oh, I beat the hell out of that already.
Yeah, have you played the expansions and everything since?
That I have not.
Yeah, they dropped a new thing today that's making me want to bash my head on the wall, but it's here and there, you know? Which is awesome. Sorry, guys.
Sorry. Well, fun for me is when I get to spend time with my family, whether it be, my wife and my kid, or, my brother. I don't know if he's watching this or not, but we had our issues when I left home. And when we came back here, I tried really hard to try to mend our relationship. And I really when he's here, he came over this last Sunday, and the Sunday before. I really enjoy him being around.
Nice.
And just sitting bullshitting with him, having a beer, that's good enough fun for me.
See, I can understand that. And Sabrizi, it's a great game until you try the mastery challenges, which just dropped today. Yeah. Like I messaged Joe a little bit ago. I did 3 of them in a row, scored 0 points, and went, all right, I'm done gaming for today. And walked
I'm
away,
done. Yeah. Yep. For Honor's a game like that where if I get killed more than or by some bullshit, there's always an excuse why you die. To keep from throwing my controller at the TV, I have to walk away.
Yeah, see, God, I wish I could lie. I've snapped a couple controllers in half just with that, you get so upset at the game. And, yeah. The DLC in Ireland is interesting, but it's short. If you do all the side quests, it makes it really, really worth it. The main story goes like that.
Yeah.
Oops,
I try really hard to see my dad. It's kind of an emotional thing, so I don't really want to touch on it too much.
I'm not gonna. I'm not pushing anywhere.
But I enjoy seeing him, but it's hard to see him too at the same time in the state that he's in.
Yes.
And then my sister is basically a live-in nurse with him, so trying to be there for her and him at the same time, because I'm the only one that really left home.
Okay.
And I left home at 18 and I stayed gone. My brother and sister, they went to college for about a year, but then they moved back and they worked for my mom and my dad, stayed with them, all that. So their whole lives have kind of revolved around my mom and dad. And then for what has happened, it's a devastating thing for them. And it's not like it's not one of those things where it's easier for me, but it is, because I was gone for so long. I kind of unconsciously prepared for this
Okay.
in a way that I wasn't so dependent on them. Because, one day this was going to happen. It just happened way earlier than we thought. And so trying to be there for them and support them.
Not getting. I think it's really, really honorable of you. I know it's not easy, especially when it's your immediate, like your mom and your dad and everything you've gone through. And yeah, trust me, I get it. With all the health things with my dad and a lot of stuff about my, past history with my real mom, or as I call her, the egg donor. I could really pick up on it,
Yeah, we were really, really, really tight-knit. My wife can attest that when the first 2 years we were dating, she wasn't even allowed to come to Christmas or family events. We were so tight-knit. My mom was kind of only our family. Outsiders aren't allowed, even though we had been dating for 2 years.
Sorry, at that point, she's not an outsider, but that's just my opinion,
But that's how tight-knit my family was. It had always been us. But once we got married, then it toned back. Once she figured out she was going to stick around for good.
Rings on the finger. Okay, come to Sunday dinner. It's like, wow. Last week, it's like, Satan be gone. Now you're like, hey, 1 second.
But kudos. I mean, that's kudos to my wife. She, her family was more involving everybody, significant others, all that stuff. You come to this, come to that. So it was really different for her, and it was rough for her to not be invited to my family stuff, but she stuck it out. And I
see. I'm already liking her more and more. Okay, first she's busting your nuts on a live feed.
Yeah.
Just with talking with you briefly, like I have over this last week, I think I know the kind of guy that you are. All right. So she has hung by you throughout this whole time. And that takes a strong woman to be there for you, for all the ups, all the downs, and everything, and not be like, peace.
If you ask her, she'll just say, well, I just don't want to start over again.
It's kind of what I tell my better half. I'm fucking old to even want to try to date again, I made this joke with someone recently who's like a really, really close friend. I'm like, I had to go ask permission from my better half in order to tell you this. You're fucking smoking hot. You're awesome. Go out and date. I'm like, this is one of the reasons I can tell you this, because I'm housebroken. I'm like, I would have no clue how to flirt with anybody. So are you a Paw Patrol fan or a Bubble Guppy fan? That's been my life for the last couple years. I can close my eyes and it'd be like bubble, 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 bubble guppies. And I'm like, no, get out, get out, get out.
Coco Melon or Baby Shark? Fuck those.
It's like the funniest thing I ever saw. I do follow a lot of law enforcement, like social media guys, because I love the guys that want to humanize the badge. The ones that don't sugarcoat anything. They present all the sides and give you whatever. But there was this one guy, and he was making these great little TikToks. and how he arrested someone and get him broken. He played Baby Shark for like 12 hours in a row. And, you know, it's like hour number 6, he's like, I'm a dad. I can do this all day. You know, by hour 12, the guy's like, I'll confess, please, I'll confess.
Please stop.
Pretty freaking much. Bobby, what's up, bro? Hotter than a goat butthole in a pepper patch in here. Mickey Mouse fan club. And oh my God, 13 years. Congratulations. Seriously, I'm coming up on 10 with my better half. And
yep, 13 total. We've been married. Monday was 7 years we've been married.
see, I've always said this, and maybe you can understand what I'm about to say. I was just a boy until I met my better half, who helped turn me into a man. Do I do everything right? No, but I value things so much more now, and I fight for things so much more passionately right now because of what I have. And it's amazing how the love of somebody good, Strickland, can do for you, you know?
I had never even dated anybody until I met my wife.
Oh.
Never dated anybody. All I cared about was drinking and partying and banging whatever I could. And the only way I could do that was if I wasn't tied to somebody. So, and
congrats, Bill. That's a lifetime of picking up someone's dirty underwear. Your wife is a saint.
Just to kind of paraphrase how we started, she was dating my roommate for 2 years. I lived with her for 2 years. And we absolutely fucking hated each other.
Oh my God.
We despised each other. And towards the end of their relationship, we had gotten to tolerate each other, become somewhat friends. And then they broke up, and about 6 months after they had broken up, I had gotten invited to go to the bowling alley by a bunch of people, and I was like, no, I don't want to come. And then she called me, and I went, oh, fuck. I haven't seen her for a while. We left on a decent note, so why not? And here I am now.
See, my next question, being the smartass that I am, was going to be, okay, who lost the bet? You know, you guys just hated each other, and who lost the bet and asked each other out, you know?
Well, see, we started out as friends with benefits.
Okay.
And then I had a whole set of rules that I lived by my whole life when I was doing those friends with benefits types things. And I broke my own rules. One night, she was over at my apartment, and I was just looking at her, and I was kind of like, what is it about this one? I don't get it.
There you go. And see, as a disclaimer, I am not responsible for the domestic violence that will happen in his house when this live feed is over, okay? That's all I'm saying.
I ended up like a douchebag texting her when she left if she would consider being my girlfriend. So to get back to me, she said, I'll let you know in the morning.
God, I'm like more and more. Holy crap.
I was up all night. I couldn't sleep. I was just, what if she says no? Fuck.
Okay, where'd that get? There we go. I fight for my wife and with my wife. Same person, by the way. Okay, you got to be Italian, Bobby. That's all I'm saying. If arguing is foreplay, you're Italian or Irish. One of the two.
Yep.
See, thank you, Bobby. I have always said that. Oh my God, like my better half is like, you'd never cheat on me, right? I'm like, I live with 3 fucking narcs. When do I have time to do anything? I can't even take a crap without my kids wanting to figure out what's going on. Do you think you wouldn't know the moment you walked in the house if somebody strange was in our house? Oh, see, I knew it. I knew it, Bobby. I fucking knew it.
Yep, being Irish, yeah, it's more foreplay. Every time her and I fight, after the argument's kind of over, where's my dick hard?
See, I've always made this joke about fighting with Irish chicks. You got to be careful what part of the island, they come from, because they could either kill you with a piece of fruit or you better not start your car in the morning. That's all I'm saying. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. God, what are those idiots doing? All right, anywho. All right, man. We're going to move into a couple more things, and then I'm going to wrap it up because I've got dad duty tonight. And thankfully, my littlest is starting to finally feel better. I love it when she's sick because she's all cuddly and wants to sleep and wants to be in your arms. Now she's back to being normal. And you're like, push it on the stairs. Not really, guys. Don't read into that.
We have quite the routine with ours. So she's in bed by 7:30, 8 o'clock every night. So
Irish, Indian, Blackfoot, and Cherokee. She's German. Ooh. Just be careful. That's all I'm saying, Bobby. Just be careful. Not like they don't have a passion for violence. I'm just saying. All right, man. So my next question I'm going to ask you is, what do you think your next company is going to be that you're going to go out and purchase? What one do you have your eye on that you're looking for?
To go out and purchase? I don't know. I kind of took a step back because I went on a binge. I got like 4 or 5 companies, like 3 of them all in one night, and like 2 the next day. So I've stepped back from it since I promised my wife that I was gonna, set my budget and stick to it. So I I try to not look at stuff to keep me from, because if I look at it, I want it now.
Exactly. The big shiny toy must have the new toy.
Yeah, must have it. So I see it on Instagram and whatnot, and I keep it in the back of my mind, of course, but I'm not going to go and look at it and read the profile and, see what it's like, because I'm going to end up buying it, and then I've broken my rule, and I don't want to do that.
I get that.
I blew the June budget before June, so
I'm thankful my better half doesn't watch my videos. What I spent last year on Black Friday, I got in a lot of trouble.
I mean, I do have 2 of them in the mail on their way here.
She says she castrate me. I tell her, I'm just telling you, Bobby. So which ones do you have on the way?
Mike's limited edition scent that he did to celebrate them moving to California.
Okay.
From Currum. And then the new one from Adam at Hanyaker.
Now, seeing how you're a young reviewer, I got to ask this question. Do you feel like you're establishing relationships with owners and you feel like you're going to burn through their catalog? You want to get everything just to show them support. Big reason why I'm asking that, there's only 6 products Chesapeake Beard Co. has released that I haven't been able to track down. I've got everything from Ruddy Man and everything from Johnny Slig, so I know about, let's brand loyalty, for lack of a better phrase. Do you see yourself doing that with people like Mike, because you've talked about him an awful lot, that loyalty to him?
Yep. I doubt there will ever be a company that I have everything from just for the sole fact of having everything, because I'm not going to buy stuff that I'm not going to use because I don't like it. Because
I get that, but with being a reviewer, and here's where I was going with this.
Okay,
you're always chasing that next review. You always want that new thing, even though you like this beard product and want to use it a lot for your channel. You want to be like B, C, D, E, all the way down the line.
Yep, that is true. I guess that would have to be something I would consider. I never thought about that, because right now I'm just buying the stuff that I like the profile, the way it sounds. Right.
That's how it should be.
Yep. Because I fucking hate sweet scents. I hate them, and I hate food scents.
Candy, or when you're talking sweet, okay.
Yep. If it's got a sweeter, candy-ish type smell or a food scent, I hate it. And so I wouldn't pay money to buy it and have it if I'm never going to use it.
No, I get that. Seriously, I get that because there's certain things I wish I could try. Like, I didn't find out mint by itself, just mint, not peppermint or spearmint, but just mint. It smells like cat piss in my beard. I don't know why. You put it in, you apply it. And I went, I know I don't have a cat. What in the actual? And I'm like, I got to get back in the shower right now. There's something about mint in my body chemistry. Nope.
Yep. It's, Cody gave me shit about getting his collab scent that he did with Crushers. And he asked me if I was going to get it, and I said, fuck no. And he's like,
barbershop. Is that his favorite, or?
The barbershop scent that I have from the Vigilante from Black Rebel.
I really wish
she didn't like that.
I really wish his stuff worked good in my beard. There's something about, I know he switched to ostrich oil now, I think.
Yep, 75%, I believe.
Yeah, when it was 75% emo, it didn't feel good in my beard.
Wow.
I get what it's supposed to emulate and what it's supposed to do. It didn't work. So the one that I got was a gift. I didn't like it. I turned around, shipped it right to a brother and went, I know you love this. I know he's not making it anymore. There you go. And yeah, Cody, come on. I don't even buy that one, okay? I'm not even buying that one.
Yeah, okay. He asked me if I was going to get it, and I said, no, I'm not going to do it. And it's nothing against Crushers. It's nothing against what you guys did. I don't like food scents. So I'm sorry. I'm not going to get it.
I get it. Some people have their things. Like, some people hate pineapple. Some people hate rum. Some people hate this. I get it. Yeah.
She is a big, my wife is a big influence with what I get too.
Well, duh. No offense. Duh.
She's the one that's got to smell it too. And if she don't like it, well, somebody's not going to be all up in this area. So.
And that's one of the things I said a lot in my earlier reviews. Hey, Dan, how are you, sir? Been a long time, brother. Glad to see you in here, man.
Dan?
And one of the things I said in my earlier reviews, we may wear this for us, but let's get real. You're wearing it for your better half, period. Because you want them to come in and go, yeah. Not
you smell good.
Then Bobby Baden bearded. Dude, seriously, stay away from Maple Slicks from Johnny Slicks. It's heavy, 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 heavy. And yeah, see, patchouli for me, after living in Portland for a long time, where everybody used it as a replacement for soap. Yeah. Mm.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the patchouli scent either.
All right, so like I said, we're gonna kind of wrap it up with this. I'm gonna get into the usual stuff just because I got dad duty tonight and they're getting really quiet downstairs and I'm scared. All right.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah. I usually do this, so we're gonna give you the floor here for a moment. What do you have coming up? Is there anything you might want to tell people that you're working on, a possible review coming out, things like that?
Well, like I kind of said in a IG Live a little while back, I had the Nakurum Nadurta review coming up. That list that I had made was a pretty big hit. People had responded to it really well, so I was going to revise with companies that people had suggested to me that I didn't know about or I had forgotten a couple. And then I was going to revise it and add in like a part of it that what I do have. So there wasn't, hey, you should try this. Oh yeah, I do have them. I've tried them.
Yeah.
They're not on the list for that reason. I'm going to be trying to do a video every week. That's my goal. Okay. Try to get one review done every week to stay consistent. Because I know if I skip, then it'll be, well, I don't really want to do it this weekend either. If I get into that routine, I'll end up not making a video for a month, and then, what's the point of continuing to do it?
Well, I tell everybody this: content is the king. Content drives your channel.
Yep.
That's how you get discovered, and that's how sometimes maybe you'll trip that algorithm and you'll get people who don't even view your channel coming in to take a look.
Yep.
You have a very young channel. You can review whatever the F you want to review. If you want to do a barbecue video, do your barbecue video, man. You never know who's going to watch it. I mean, Look at mine. I do life vlogs about myself. I do step-parent series. I've done book reviews. I've thrown everything at my channel because it's stuff that I find interesting.
Yep.
Is it there for everybody? No. I know for a fact some videos do better than others, but this is the stuff that I like. And you're at that great point where if you just want to do men's grooming, great. If you want to sit down and get in front of a camera and go, oh, dear God, what a bad day this is, and just vent, you can do it. Be you. And like we've talked about a lot in this video. And hey, Half-Baked, how are you, bro?
Josh.
Find your comfort level and you're going to take off. Because honestly, I've been talking to you for an hour and we'll say 20 minutes after this all wraps up. You're an interesting guy. There's more I want to know about you. I'm going to be following you. I'm going to be, when you do your lives, I'm going to be like, yo, hey, I gave you your break, bitch. Come on. Where's my turn? I have heard nothing but good things about you. And like we joked earlier, automatically if you talk to 10 people, one's going to go, he's a dick. Now, in your case, that's going to be Cody, but still,
I already know who the one person's going to be. So.
Yeah, but that's what makes it fun. Like my brother Joe, Bearded Life, busts my balls all the time. I bust him right back by calling him the Jersey Jerk-Off. Ooh, labels for your hot sauce. Nice, Eric.
See, that's one thing with me. If I don't give you shit and bust your balls about stuff,
you're in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah, I might not like you. That's probably going to be the case.
Nice.
Usually if I don't like somebody, I'm not going to associate with them at all.
Yeah, see, I knew it. There you go. Oh, it'll be me. All right,
hey,
guys.
Cody, the couch is ready for you. Right here. You and Nikki, come move in. Right there.
Yeah, but Cody, it's 3 honey buns, okay? Because that is his little prison room. So just saying. All right, guys. I do this all the time. I know with COVID restrictions and everything opening up now, we're able to get out and start doing a lot more. But one of the biggest things I think we're missing is something like we've just had tonight. This kind of connection. This kind of just interaction. I challenge everyone to do this, and I think it's really, really important. Call 3 people this week that you haven't talked to in a while. And just sit and go, how are you? And if they want to talk, listen. Because you never know how your words and just that call can change somebody's life. It's way too easy. I'm a really good example. Look at how I started my show last week. Anger, hatred, and just attack. It's way too easy to give into those emotions than it is to step back and go, how are you? How can I help you? It's like I said, call 3. If you can't call 3, call 2. Can't call 2? Yeah, gotta make sure I got the right finger. Call 1. It's that simple, guys, because how can I put this? We're in charge of how they remember us, period. Think about your legacy. They may never remember your name, but they're always going to remember how you made them feel. Have I done everything right? No. Have I done everything perfect? No. But damn it, I try and I keep going. So with that wonderful note, oh, hey, look, Karam the Dearth is here. How are you, man?
Damn, Mike, you're late.
He always is because we're in the wrap-up part, Mike, so sorry. But, guys, I know this is going to come as no shock to anybody. I've got a Blade review dropping tomorrow. Right now on Friday, I don't know what I'm going to do. I know tomorrow night you've got What's in Beard with Johnny Grooms. You've got Dan C. and the Mayor with Beard Advice. Oh, there's always somebody. I think Daniel the Bearded Apprentice has something on Thursday. The Cousins have their show on Thursday. The Reviewers Table is on Friday. There is always something great out there for you to watch and go and talk to people.
I'm pretty sure this week is the week that Daniel's moving to Friday.
I didn't know.
Yeah, he had said in one of his other lives that he was moving to Friday.
Nice. So there you go. See, this is what I don't know. And I know there's a lot more shows out there because YouTube is huge. It's vast. It's awesome. A little bit of searching, you can find your tribe. Now, with those fun notes, guys, I say this in the ends of all my video, and I'm going to keep consistent with it. Thanks so much for everything. Thanks for being here. I hope you're having a great day, a safe day, and we're going to see you on our very next video. And I'm stressing this out because I forgot to get something queued up. So anything you want to add, bro?
I'm just glad everybody showed up. Granted, I didn't get to see, I don't see how many people are here, and I don't have the chat up. Otherwise, my screen would be this big.
Nice.
So I only got to see what you popped up. But
okay.
No, it was a good time. And until Breezy's or Cody's video that you did with him, I didn't know who you were either.
See?
So, and now that I do, it's with talking with you, it's like I've known you for 10 years.
Right. And I said that about a lot of people with Breezy after my talk with him last week and the talk with him on an Instagram after that whole thing blew up. If I lived closer, I'd be having beers with him on a weekly basis, you know, because he seems cool as fuck. And he seems like someone I want to hang out with. And speaking of that,
a dickhead.
Aren't we all? You know, and speaking of that, guys, next week, you might want to tune in. We may have 5 guests. 5. Maybe a really, really special show. But here we go, guys. We're going to hit you with the outro, and we'll see you in the next video. Don't go anywhere. Come on, just... Guys, thank you so much for the time you just gave me. I hope you enjoyed our guest tonight, if we had one, and yes, I'm pre-recording this, or that you might have enjoyed an open mic night or whatever the heck just happened. We're going to try to do these every single Tuesday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern, and whatever you guys are in between and around the world. Next week, we should have another amazing guest or something really cool for you to watch. Thanks so much for watching all this stuff, guys, and we'll see you in our next one.